Hi, my name is Lisa Spavin. I work for Fisheries and Oceans Canada in the Marine Mammal Research Program. I'm going to talk to you today about the importance of reporting what you find on the beach, those dead, stranded, sick marine mammals, and why it's so important to us in the marine mammal conservation world. When you find something on the beach, why is it that it's dead and stranded? That's the biggest question. What is it that caused this animal to be in that unfortunate position? It comes from a lot of different things. Many of them are natural and many of them are human caused. So for instance, what is natural out there in the world is predation. So there'll be large animals that are feeding on smaller animals. That's normal. There are different variations in environmental conditions that can cause animals to be in distress, as well as various diseases that run rampant through populations. But on the other hand, there are human impacts that affect marine mammals as well. And those are the ones that we're particularly interested in because we may be able to mitigate some of those impacts and help protect these animals from these threats. Some of those are vessel strikes, entanglements, shootings, which are not so prevalent now as they once were, as well as ingestion of plastics and debris, noise disturbance and disorientation from that noise, as well as exposure to contaminants. When you do report an animal that's dead or alive or injured on the beach, what can you expect to happen when you place that report? Well, it really all depends on where that animal is, what condition it's in, but basically you can expect a follow-up phone call so we can get as much information as possible. It may involve a response on the beach, it may involve an examination or a necropsy, or we may collect the carcass altogether. If it's alive, there'll be some behavior monitoring to make sure we have a full understanding of what kind of position that animal is in, what it may be suffering from, and there may also be the opportunity to invoke some rescue and rehabilitation of that animal. But if that opportunity isn't possible, we may have to euthanize the animal. But time is of the essence when it comes to dead, injured, and distressed marine mammals. The more we know, the more we can do about it. But if we don't know what's going on, there's not much we can do, quite obviously. Incidents are and reporting them is an opportunistic type of situation where not everything is witnessed out in the big wide open blue ocean. And when things are witnessed, they're not always reported. The sighting location of where you see that injured animal also doesn't translate directly to where that threat had occurred. So an animal that was vessel struck somewhere out in the deep blue may end up washing ashore several hundred miles away, and that's when it gets reported. So we have to keep that in mind. And when it comes to dead animals on the beach and animals that move around, the opportunity to lose that data is inherent in what is going on. Animals can move once they're entangled, so we'll lose them right then and there or overnight. Carcasses can drift, carcasses can rot and sink, and often scavengers who are eating at that dead animal may end up masking or even eating the evidence. So unfortunately, the real world is not like CSI. There's a lot of uncertainty and we need to work really hard to move past that in order to actually investigate what's going on and make a difference. So all that information that you can provide to us when you make that report is critical in what we do. And just for your information, with that basic stranding report of an animal that's dead or injured or sick on the beach, that information can translate into a wealth of information for researchers. Everything from collecting life history data and baseline information to tracking trends of strandings, to look at the spatial and temporal changes and locations of various threats like entanglements. We can do diet studies so we can find out what these animals are eating. In past days, people used to kill them to find that out. And now we can use the opportunity of a dead animal on the beach to do some good. We can track diseases, we can collect rare specimens for museums. Really what we can also do is determine what the minimum rate of mortality is for these animals, whether it be by natural causes or by human impacts. Well, how can you help? The first thing you can do, the most important thing you can do is place that report. Let us know what you found on the beach. Let us know that you found that dead, injured, or sick marine mammal so that we can respond. You can document what you're seeing with photographs and detailed information. That will help us immensely, especially if that animal wanders off or sinks. Offer to stand by with the animal to monitor its behavior until experts can arrive. You can help spread the word so that more people know about the hotline, the number to call, that's 1-800-465-4336, and make sure that more reports are coming in. And lastly, if you are so inclined, there are opportunities to become volunteer responders and be able to go out there firsthand and help with taking measurements and photographing animals. Thank you very much.